other Godzillas, the closest they've gotten to being more powerful was just being equally as, not equally, but like being able to go toe-to-toe with Ghidorah for a long time until Godzilla himself found a way to get a power-up. But as Dion says, Godzilla should learn to adapt to his opponent and use his intelligence. He's never faced a challenge, really. Yeah, I mean, he's faced a couple challenges here and there, but ones that kind of, I mean, like Ghidorah, for example. Ghidorah forced him to, at the same time, while Godzilla was forced to, you know, stand a chance against Ghidorah, the only problem with that was that he ended up bullshit flying. He ended up getting some random power, and it was like, why the hell, what the hell's the deal with that? Why can't he just, like, face an opponent one-on-one, you know? Head-to-head, intelligence. Find a way to mix your intelligence with your strength and actually manage to overcome a monster. So that was one of my problems with that, with Godzilla. But yeah, the fight had such a quick pace. I was surprised as hell when Godzilla was actually keeping up and actually overwhelming Kong. Like, damn. Yeah, you know, Kong, that was weird because Godzilla was surprisingly fast, and he's never really fast. You never expect Godzilla to be fast, but he is. The problem is Godzilla is usually a burst of speed kind of fast, while Kong is a increasingly faster monster, you know? So it's like Godzilla can just give surprising quick bursts of speed, but Kong can be fast and just get faster and faster. That wasn't the case with the fight. You know, with the fight, it was Godzilla was just constantly being as fast. And I get he was adapting to his opponent, but, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad that Kong was still able to stand as good a chance as he did, because, you know, that's what, you know, we deserve to see. It shows lag. Guys, is there lag going on during the stream? Let me check my phone. I'm glad that Kong was still able to stand. No lag. Thankfully. That's what, you know. There's about a 20-second delay, and I'm sorry about that. I do not want there to be a 20-second delay, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, guys, I guess that kind of covers my thoughts on GVK so far. I'm gonna quickly explain my thoughts, but you know, reiterate it. Thank you guys for being so sticking with me. I don't really plan on streaming so long, but streaming is fun, I'll be honest. Let me talk about a couple things. I want to quickly talk about, no ape with internet access, my love. It's not over just yet. I want to quickly sum up a bunch of things, and then we can just kind of hang out. Because that's what we've been doing, other than me trying to figure out this, you know, stream problem. Let's talk first. My future plans for my own monsters. Let me just talk about the future of this channel. We're becoming a gaming channel. No, kidding. I hate those like channels that just become like, oh, I founded myself off of like a certain fandom. Now I'm just gonna do something else and get mad if those fans don't stick with me for subscribing for the things that they wanted to see to begin with. Like, fuck those kinds of people. But the future plans of this channel is a lot more King Kong Godzilla discussions, a lot more visual effects. I've been so preoccupied with doing visual effects so far, I haven't been making any YouTube videos. So more discussions coming, more series coming, a Blender tutorial series, eventually Unreal Engine, show you all the secrets, how to make your own monster shorts, how to make your own monster movies, so that way we can start seeing more of that in the fandom. Make some controversial videos here and there. And then my visual effects, as I said, and 3 IDW battle recreations from Godzilla Rulers of Earth, the series. It's going to be Godzilla and Mothra versus Destroya. I love that beach setting. Godzilla versus the Gargantuas. I love the Gargantuas. I love the city setting. And Godzilla versus Zilla. I gotta give Zilla his respect that he deserves, because my last video I made when I was in like 5th grade or something, and that video like sucked ass because it was just 2 little toys fighting. You know, it was like rah, rah. So I'm gonna make, you know, a much better like little short video movie series. Yeah. And then I'm gonna get my all original animation. Maybe it'll be canon to the IDW series. Who knows? My little like canon series, but it'll be featuring Space Godzilla. I think you guys are gonna love it. It'll be all original. And then that will culminate with Godzilla vs. King Kong Heisei. That should fit right in the Heisei era. Improved King Kong 76 design, improved 1991 Godzilla design from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. But yeah, guys, that's the plans for this channel. More discussions, more visual effects. That will culminate in my own Kaiju cinematic universe featuring Godzilla and King Kong primarily. Gamera will be in it. I saw a comment asking that. It's going to be a remake of the first 4 MonsterVerse films to my true vision, 100% my vision, and then it'll expand into like other monsters, into its own like whole entire like series. It'll be really cool. And that will hopefully be my life's work, so I can reinvent the Kaiju genre and put my stamp on, the genre. But yeah, those are the plans for my channel right now. GVK. What do I think of GVK? Well, the pros, the visual effects were amazing. The characters, much more likable and interesting than King of the Monsters. The movie delivers on what it promises, which is monster action. And oh lord, it is very monster action heavy. Music is much better in this movie than in King of the Monsters. The themes are much more memorable. The story is interesting. It makes a lot more sense than King of the Monsters. Brian Tyree Henry as Bernie is one of my favorite characters. He's funny, he's likable, he's witty, and he got a lot of laughs out of me. Same with Nathan Lind and Alexander Skarsgård's character Nathan Lind. I loved how he got the funniest laugh. I think the funniest joke in the movie is when he's like coward, because it just pays off, it builds up, it pays off. It's really funny, and it's a tension breaker, and it was really cool. Gia and Kong, they had an amazing dynamic displayed. I wish we got more of the two being close and trusting each other and protecting each other. I loved Kyle Chandler, and Kong's throne room was very, very cool. It was reminiscent of Kong the animated series and the throne that he sits on in that one. Cons, not too bad. Okay, it's not gonna be like King of the Monsters where it's gonna devolve into just insane heavy amount of cons. No, this is much more. They're much more like nitpicks, I would say. But I'm glad King Kong is powerful, but I think he should have at least won the first round during the ocean battle, because Godzilla basically spared him, and Godzilla had that one in the bag. I would have liked for the fights to be a bit longer, especially that final fight. I don't like King Kong getting saved so often. He got saved twice in the ocean battle, once during the Warbat fight. It's not cool. And he got saved during the Mechagodzilla fight. We shouldn't have King Kong getting saved so often. We shouldn't have Godzilla getting saved so often. They solved Godzilla getting saved, kinda. Nah, they didn't really. But the two monsters shouldn't be getting saved as often as they did. Let's see. I would have loved to see more of Millie Bobby Brown and Kyle Chandler, considering how fantastic of an actor Kyle is. I wish Kong and Gia had more time to shine, and that she wasn't always trying to either like trick him. I know it doesn't seem like she was intentionally tricking him, but still, it seemed like she always put him in danger, and that it was only because he cared about her so much, because he would have destroyed the entire fleet if, she wasn't there. So, I also wish that the storm on Skull Island was explained much more clearly, since it comes out of left field for the general audience who doesn't read the comics, and it isn't even fully explained for us fans, since the comic isn't even out yet. So that's kind of a poor choice on the studio part of not releasing the comic a bit earlier in terms of Kingdom Kong, but hey, what are you gonna do? And yeah, overall though, the movie was excellent. It was an 8 out of 10 in my eyes right now. Of course, that's subject to change. I'll probably think less of it when more time progresses, but I'm glad we got to see a Kong that's probably the most powerful monster in the Monsterverse, aside from Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, both in their base forms. King Ghidorah ain't shit. Muto Prime ain't shit. I think no, not Colosaurus. Ugly guy. He said, "Why are you so mean to Mothra?" And my entire stream went to shit. So that's probably why. I talked bad on Mike Doherty and Mothra, but I hate on Mothra so much because she's small, dude. She's overrated. She's 52 feet. I pointed it out. Kong is right here. Look at his ass real quick. Anyways, now look at Kong. And my sweat stains. This is Kong, right? Mothra is probably about this big. This tall. She's a bit wider, but her stinger is probably not as... It's not going to do a lot to other monsters. All she has is her stinger and her webs. She barely uses her God Rays. If she was smart, she would God Ray Ghidorah, blind him, swoop in, web him, sting him, split out. And then rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. She didn't do that. If Ghidorah was smart, he would have flown in the air, spammed Godzilla with his beams, boom. He didn't do that. So, if Rodan was smart, he would have probably just, he did sneak attack Mothra, but he probably would have decided, hey, let me go help, Ghidorah instead, you know, but, you know, he didn't. Like, these monsters aren't as smart as people are making them out to be, you know? And they'll be like, oh, well, Ghidorah had different personalities and, you know, one bit the ice. But still, like, they only showed that off for 5 seconds, so what the fuck does it matter? But, you know, yeah, how would I feel about Doherty directing? I'm sorry. Dear God, please don't stop my stream. I fucking hate Michael Doherty. He sucks. He sucks ass. All the time he was promising, hey, it's not just about the monster action. That's very important, but really it's about the people, and it's about the story. Yeah, but he made a story full of plot holes, the characters were weak. Directorially, like, the directorial choice was, let's make the visual effects bad to resemble the past monster movies. There was no originality. You just cut and pasted the fucking, show us spikes onto Godzilla just to, you know, make him look like he's more, like he belongs more, you know? 2014 like was all original, but not in this one. No, they just copy and pasted it. Like, I don't know why they would do that. But yeah, you know, I have a really big problem with Michael Doherty's style. I have a really big problem with the fandom kind of just allowing it to happen and not asking for more. They're not pointing out how lame it is, how lame, you know, Mike is for doing what he did when it comes to how he let me check the stream real quick. Really big problem with Michael Doherty's style. I have a really big problem with. We're good. I just don't understand, why does this, if I could get, like, if any of you guys are like King of the Monsters fans, I'm not gonna try to like shit on you, but just please tell me, what do you like about the movie? Please tell me, what do you like about Godzilla King of the Monsters? The monster action? No, there's no good monster action. It constantly cuts away terribly. The visual effects are not good. The color grading and like the weather effects, they're so bad, they're ugly. Like, it's like what Brutally Haynes said. You mixed a variety of colors and you came out with beige. The color palette matches the fucking Suicide Squad, where it's dark greens and blues. There's nothing to like about King of the Monsters when it comes to the monster action. So I would not consider that. Then we have the human characters. They make a bunch of bad jokes. They make no sense sometimes. The only good character I would say is probably Kyle Chandler, and Sam Coleman had some time to shine right there. Let me drink some water before I fucking die. And then you got I can't think of any other characters that are as good. No, I can't think of any other characters. The plot, full of plot holes. Yeah, Rodan got cooked. The monster action isn't good. You know, your antagonist isn't good. Ghidorah was weak. He was fucking weak, dude. I don't care what you guys... I don't care what people say. People who try to defend this film, they can't answer, why was Ghidorah so weak? Oh, well, actually, he thought there was nothing else left in the Antarctica battle. That's why he retreated the battle. He didn't, like, leave because he was bored. Ghidorah retreated the battle. They wasted Graham. Yeah, they're shitting on G14. They wasted Graham. They wasted Serizawa. Admiral Stenz in a deleted scene got fucking murdered. Like, they cut and paste the design from the Showa era spikes onto Godzilla just for fan service. They made him fatter, dude. They made him fat. I don't get how, like, the 2014 design is slim. He's got some muscle in some areas, and then he's just fat. He's just a fat ass in King of the Monsters, so I don't get it. I don't see why people like King of the Monsters. Yeah, the King of the Monsters marketing was hype. I do like, and I forgot to mention, no, King Ghidorah was weak, Ron. He was. Before I get to that again, the the dialogue, no, not the dialogue, what? Because I'm reading Poe's comment. What is it? Yeah, the marketing for King of the Monsters, I like how GVK marketed 2 months before it released. That was what I wanted. I actually said 4 months, 4 to 2 months. I was really leaning for 2 to 1 month in advance marketing, but that's the 4 month thing would have worked. But I think the 2-month marketing is the best. 2 to 1 months marketing is much more hype. It builds a lot more hype and gives it enough time to hype up, but not enough time to dwindle back down. So that's amazing, and I'm glad. I hope they start sticking to that kind of a marketing gimmick. Is start advertising your movie 2 months in advance, at most 2 months. Let's see. King Ghidorah wasn't weak. The reason I say Ghidorah is weak is because if you really look at it, from the beginning of the fight, the two clash, and Godzilla instantly has Ghidorah on the ropes. He slams him down. Then Ghidorah decides to back off, use his beams, and then he beams Godzilla down. Godzilla gets hit once, he gets back up. He's like, get over here. Godzilla starts grappling Ghidorah, and now he's back on him. Ghidorah beams Godzilla again. Godzilla, he's just like, he gets stung, but I just dabbed. He gets stung, and then he still charges up his beam. So he's like, alright, you want to beam? Let's go. He beams him. And then Ghidorah dodges it, which is, he saw it coming, and he fought with Godzilla before, so how is that really a feat, honestly? And then he just dodges it, he beams Godzilla back, and then Godzilla falls into a hole because Ghidorah was spamming his beams, because he couldn't do anything to Godzilla hand-to-hand wise. So then he retreated. And then you got the water fight, of course. I don't even care if it's Godzilla's turf, dude. Other Ghidorahs have stood much better of a chance underwater than this one, so I don't give a... Even Kong stood much more of a chance against Godzilla underwater, so why are we acting like just because it was underwater that's automatically Ghidorah? At least he should have somewhat of a chance before eventually succumbing to Godzilla, And then we got Boston. Just because Godzilla is powered up. I get Godzilla being powered up, but still, if you could have done the triple bite choke slam, why didn't you do that in the Arctic? I get it was because you were trying to power up and you were trying to regain your energy, but still, at the end of the day, he just got beat and beat and beat and beat until his power up. Up until his power up. So, yeah. No more of that. Kong doing the dropkick. I didn't even know they were gonna... What the fuck was that, man? That was awesome. That was that was Showa era, reborn. Who do you think is stronger, Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla by far? By far. Yeah. Because he was swinging Godzilla effortlessly. If this Godzilla is 164,000 tons, truly, which I doubt, if he is, then that feat is insane because he just dodged and swung him effortlessly. It's not even a contest. So that's cool. Some say I personally like the monster action in King of the Monsters. I didn't mind most of the humans. I guess my tolerance is just higher. I personally disagree with you on Ghidorah. Okay, so you say, I personally like the monster action. Why? The only reason I can see people liking the monster action is because Godzilla whoops Ghidorah all the way through. And if you're a biased fan, you would... obviously, you would like that. I'm not saying you are, but... Yeah. Give me 1 second. So, the reason you guys would say the monster action is good is probably just because Godzilla's beating Ghidorah's ass all the way through. That's the only reason. Yeah, so, other than that, the visual effects are... If you look at it technically from a technical standpoint, monster action isn't good. It's just... Hang on 1 second. I'm getting text from my sister. Yeah, so if you guys like the monster action, it's probably just because Godzilla whoops Ghidorah. Other than that, why would you like it? There's constant cutaways, there's constantly bad visual effects. It's not good. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the humans are just, they're okay. Better than G14, I would say, in some areas, other than Bryan Cranston. That guy's on a whole other level. Other than that, yeah. I'm sorry I seem distracted, guys. What would you do if there was a Kong the Hollow Earth movie? I'd piss in my own ass. Let's see. I do boxing, and oh, same here. I do boxing, and if this was like who lands most and who did better, Kong won the aircraft. Yeah, but you can't look at it from a boxing standpoint because these are just two people fighting. Seeing Kong still trying to stand after being tired as fuck was so satisfying. Yeah, because it showed he was still willing to fight and he wouldn't back down, but eventually he had to, you know, he succumbed to his own actual, you know, weaknesses, which was being beat. That was like one of his first defeats, I think, against another monster ever. Let's see. He got ragdolled. I'm gonna assume you're talking about Ghidorah, in which case, yes. Ghidorah's design is so bland. It could have been so much more unique. Yeah, he looked brown to me. I wish he was a bit more golden. I did like his design, but I like the SH Monster Arts design. It's much more bigger heads, bigger necks. He looks menacing. And then in the movie, he's got small heads. Like, his heads are like this, and Godzilla's is like this, and you know how small Godzilla's head is. So, yeah. Ghidorah's design is so bland. King Kong 19100 is kind of... Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I do a lot of... I stick to the gym a lot, to be honest. I wasn't as shredded as I used to be. I gained a lot of weight for sure. But, I actually have myself in the same shirt. Let's see. On my Instagram. Look, this is me in the same shirt. I used to be much more jacked, but, you know, time flies by. But I'm trying to get back there. Yeah, dabble in boxing a lot and fighting. So, yeah. If only Godzilla 2014 kept Bryan Cranston, the movie would have been better and different. I think so. He's a really good actor. They should have cast somebody that's not Aaron Taylor Johnson, you know? They should have casted, like... They should have just write the character better and just get a better actor. Kong make Godzilla bleed. Kong have powerful punch. Kong do. Yep. This guy said, Batman, do you bleed? I was gonna go, yeah, something's definitely bleeding. So stupid. I thought there were some beautiful shots in King of the Monsters. There's two shots in King of the Monsters to me that are amazing. And that would be the shot of the submarine submerging, and then a shot of the military fleet about to find Godzilla after Mexico, I would say. And it's like a nice sunset. Those are the two like good shots to me that I can recall off the top of my head. Other than that, the visual effects weren't even that good. I don't see why people overrate it. Shin Godzilla was like made 10 times less. No, I'm sorry. Shin Godzilla cost 10 times less, I would say, than King of the Monsters, and it looks way better in terms of like photorealism. You know, the photorealism is just something we should expect from these movies from now on. You know, that should be the standard. But for some reason, it's not. At least with King of the Monsters, people didn't even like have a problem with it. And I was like, how do you guys not have a problem with this? Like, this looks bad for nearly $200 million. Johnny Sin, Kong has muscle. Yeah, okay, Elder. I'm gonna go through some comments. I know I skipped some. I know it sounded like I was bullshitting, but hey, I'm glad the stream is healthy, guys. It shows it's lagging on my end, but it's not. So I'm just gonna check. Johnny Sin, Kong has muscle. Okay, Elder. Cool. King Ghidorah felt very threatening to me, but like I need to go back and watch it again since you clearly remember it better than me. Ron, yeah, if you go back and watch it, truly watch it, I want you to analyze Ghidorah. Analyze how he's fighting. Analyze how he shrinks every time he backs down from Godzilla. Analyze how physically he has nothing on Godzilla. Nothing. But beam-wise, he does. Because there's actually an official source that says Ghidorah's beams are his most powerful and deadliest weapons. So obviously, hand-to-hand is not really his shtick, which is, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't really like that. You want to go to desktop? Let's go to my desktop, huh? This is my speed test. Also, I'm on speed. I want to show you Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you look at some of these shots, like a shot like this would have been nice because like the visual. I mean, look. A shot like this would have been cool and all, but like then this is what we actually get in the movie, and it's like it's gross. Look at the color palette. This is Katana. She got my back. Look, this movie, it advertises itself to be all colorful, and then you look at it, screen time. Shit. Shot. And it's like, look how gross this movie looks, man. Look how gross this shit is. It's disgusting. It looks like I'm watching it through, like, fucking, like, a murky, like, lake or something, man. What is this? I don't know. If you guys don't see the resemblance, a lot of these shots are ugly, and especially when they're downscaled. Ugh. Ew! See what I'm saying? How Ghidorah gonna hand to hand? He's got 2 heads, man. Well, we all have 2 heads, but Ghidorah has 3 heads. He's got 2 on the sides. They basically act as hands. And then he's got the middle one. So not only can he just grab Godzilla's hands and hold them out, but then he could just bite Godzilla, man. What do you mean? What are your thoughts on Eric Carter, Godzilla King of the Monsters versus Godzilla? I've never seen it. Oh, Nathan Robinson, what's up, man? He says Godzilla Kong. Yeah, you know, your opinion. In terms of character, I would say Kong wins because he's easily the much better character. He's able to emote much better. He has much more he's able to build a lot more sympathy, but he's also much more interesting as a character. His environment, Godzilla's never really had any environments. If you guys actually look at it, Godzilla has stolen a lot more cues from Kong and like Gamera because Godzilla's never had a lair before. They gave Godzilla a lair. Hey, that was Kong's thing. Godzilla's the last of his kind. Hey, that was Kong's thing. What happened to Godzilla being the first of his kind? You know, being mutated and growing into something else that he never was before. That would be much better. Let me get rid of the OBS. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I can't. I don't really. I always find King Kong much better, much more interesting because like he has his island, creatures that he defends from. He's much more like cooler to me. I hope they make a Kong movie where he finds his family. Yeah, I don't hope so. I think part of his tragedy is that he has nobody. He is truly the last of his kind. Yeah, unless he fucks like a Yeti or something. I wish Kong landed a few more gill shots. Yeah, that would have been brutal. It would have definitely hurt Godzilla. Alright, this is one thing I noticed. Have you guys noticed that Godzilla, not like, when he got hit by a jet, he didn't just go like, ow, or like, he didn't just like tank it. He literally like moved back and he's like, ah, and he like slapped it out. Did you guys notice that? He took like some serious like damage over a bunch of like missiles from jets, basic jets. So, I wasn't really a fan of that. I wish he kind of like tanked a lot more of the weapons, you know, just like shrug in annoyance rather than like literally move into the air and stuff. That would have been cooler to me. They kind of tried hard to separate him from the old Godzilla. It's probably why they made him a prehistoric thing. Yeah. Bro, why is not showing when asked something? What the hell? Well, Tony Boney, I ain't got no idea. Who do you think won the aircraft carrier? I would say Godzilla. I would say it ended in a draw since Godzilla did kind of leave. But if he were to go attack Kong, I don't think Godzilla would lose that fight. Hey, I just want to say, I'm sorry about my old videos, guys. Because I saw Alder said, I love your tragedies of Godzilla and Kong video. Back then, the videos that I made, I would kind of just take notes, basic headlines, like, or basic, like, points, like, bullet points, like, oh, this happens, this happens, this happens. They weren't exactly scripted, and that kind of ended in me stuttering a lot, me not exactly being able to speak correctly for some reason. Because I'm not, like, I don't have any, like, health problems. I just panic sometimes. I'm not exactly able to, you know, explain correctly. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna... Okay. Sorry. It makes no sense that Godzilla can get hurt by jets but then survive the oxygen destroyer. Yeah, it's just a bunch of plot shit, man. Do you think they'll continue the Monsterverse? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. I do love streaming with you guys. This is really fun. There's 24 of you guys are here. That's awesome. Who do you think won the aircraft carrier scene? Yeah, I already answered that. Ghidorah Alpha Call, Mothra Waterfall. Ghidorah's Alpha Call is not only does the picture look ugly, but they don't show the damage. They don't show the lives lost. It's just a montage of, oh, here are a bunch of random things that happened. Mothra's Waterfall scene, it was quick, way too oversaturated. They didn't show Houston Brooks as well. They didn't show Dr. Ling. Nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed that. It was just like a semi-decent looking visual, but that was it. Godzilla roaring in the bowing scene, that shot was ugly, dude. You want to talk about ugly shots? That was one of the ugliest shots I've ever seen because it's so... hang on. Godzilla King of Monsters. Bow. I'm going to pull up a screen cap of that scene. Which is, say this one. Alright, let's go to my desktop. Come here, guys. Come here. Follow me. We're going to look at a screenshot of this, and then we're going to look at Kong Skull Island. And let me show you, because I know everyone notices. What do you think looks better? This or this? Huh? Visually, I don't think this looks good because it's so muddied. It's so ugly. The image is just not nice. And this, you know, there's a lot more contrast. There's a lot more foreground elements that are hidden in shadow while also lit. There's blur. There's a silhouette, a clear silhouette shot. You don't even have to be going for a silhouette shot, but man, at least add some contrast and a little bit more saturation in some areas. Like, make it look nice, dude. That's not what happened though, because a directorial choice was, you know, let's have Godzilla. Let's just have Godzilla not look. Kong looks better. Let's just have this scene look uglier. Why? I don't know. The old movies were like that. Dude, this is a King of the Monsters shit stream at this point. Let me talk about... one thing I noticed in King of the Monsters was that... I think with Michael Dougherty directing... I don't think he's a good director. I really don't. We can't see the image because of the chat box. Oh shit, you're right! Dude, I'm so sorry. Fuck me. Let's do that again. Quick comparison. Open image. Shabading, shabadoo. Oh, sorry. What do you think looks better, guys? So we have this and this. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Actually, I'm a fucking idiot. Let me just do this. Oh, no. Like this. Boom. This or this. Like, one looks real. One not only looks photoreal, but one just looks visually better. It looks more appealing to the eye. And then we have this, which is muddied, and you can't really make out what... Like, okay, yeah, if you look at it for a couple seconds, okay, that's Rodan. What the fuck is this? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is that the Muto Prime? Is that the Muto? Yeah. Behemoth? Okay, I can only make that out because of the back. Skyla over there? What is that in the corner? Muto, the Methuselah? It takes a lot more time to, like, make out the image. Here, you're like, oh, monkey. You feel me? So, that's my thoughts on the bowing thing. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about is the Hong Kong fight. Let's go back here. In my opinion, there were 2 rounds in the Hong Kong fight because the movie made it seem like there was 2 rounds. Kong won. What I think about that is I'm conflicted. I am conflicted. Part of me thinks that there is no round 2 because not only does Godzilla get up pretty quickly, but it seems like Nathan Lin calls the battle prematurely. And, you know, that doesn't seem exactly like a round 2 to me. Because if it was a round 2, Why wouldn't Kong just kill Godzilla right there with the axe? Why wouldn't he just hack Godzilla to death? If the in-between scene was like a couple minutes rather than like a minute, if even, I would lean more towards a round 2, but fact of the matter is Godzilla got up pretty damn quickly. Kong was far away, and instead of just approaching him with the axe, hacking him to death, Kong decided to back away and perch himself up near like a building because he knew Godzilla was going to get back up. I wouldn't call that a knockout. I would call that a knockdown. But at the same time, my friend thinks that, my friend UJ said that Godzilla was out and down for the count pretty damn long. But I don't know. Because if that were the case, Kong would have just hacked Godzilla to death right then and there. Ultimately, I would say. Samuel, what do I rate GVK? I would rate it an 8 out of 10. Because it knows what it wants to be. Those 2 points is just because the characters aren't good. The characters are decent. The story is decent, but it's just that. It's decent. It's not more. So that is the biggest problem, I would say. Were you annoyed that GVK kept realizing so many clips? Yeah. One of the biggest problems is the stock footage, I would say. There's way too much stock footage, and that would end up... There was some original shots, but at the end of the day, there were so many... King of the Monsters started the trend of unoriginal, shots. They started reusing footage that was, I don't know, they kept using footage from the past movies. Why not just recreate... I know it's going to cost a lot, but at least reinvent that scene somehow and make it from a different angle. But yeah. In the images you showed, Kong was the only thing we were really looking at. In King of the Monsters, there's a lot more monsters you have to see. Yeah, but still, it's about the contrast in the image. It's about the vibrancy, and it's about not the muddled image that we got. I feel like Kong never really won round 2 since Godzilla just got back up and walked. Exactly, that's what I feel like as well. Why the hell would a Muto bow to Godzilla? I would say it's probably because the Muto is the last of its species. That Muto must have been the last, and it decided to bow because apparently Doherty said that Godzilla was the most pissed off at that Muto because it was a Muto. But you know Michael Doherty, he's just gonna say a bunch of he's just gonna randomly tack on years after his movie's done. Oh no, well this happened because of this, and he's gonna contradict himself as he has time and time again. How deep do you think the Hollow Earth is? I don't know, it's pretty goddamn deep. That's true, Godzilla did create a hole, but I don't know. I really don't. Hey, Kong took the beam that created a hole from the surface to the Hollow Earth, so imagine how durable Kong is. And what about that fall he took, dude? I don't like the velocity, and I know he reached the point of where gravity stood still and then inverted, but still, that was a heavy fall. That was a fast fall he took. I see Kong leaving Godzilla on the ground instead of finishing him as Kong sparing Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't forget about that and returns the favor. I thought that too, but the problem is that I don't think Kong wasn't exactly sparing Godzilla because he was perching himself on the building, so he knew the battle was going to continue. But yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry to say it's man, but I think King of the Monsters have better shots. Hey, you're more than welcome to think that, man. I'm glad you find something to enjoy in that movie. Good for you. King of the Monsters visuals are great in concept. They got botched in execution, dude. I know, right? Like, I don't know. And people could use the excuse of, oh, but Ghidorah's storms are making everything cloudy and dark and foggy. But no, man. Yeah, and Julio says, you know those beautiful dawn pictures you can find on Google? They're vibrant, but they're also realistic. And King of the Monsters could have used those types of shots. Exactly. You go outside at like 7:50 or something, and you'll find, or like 7, and you'll find some very nice looking vibrant sunsets. I like how there are a bunch of questions that I just ignored. Let's see. I'm glad my stream's also healthy right now. I don't have to take it to the doctor again. Ghidorah, I answered these. I'm depressed. That's what I noticed. He could have used his axe in the majority of the fight. Yeah, but his axe was useless. What do you want from Destroyer if they add into the Monsterverse? Okay. I'm going to do something very unique with Destroyer in my cinematic universe. Because my whole plan is, it's not going to be all original. I'm remaking the Monsterverse. I'm weaving together a bunch of monsters that we've seen in the past. I'm trying to build, like, the ultimate, like, this is the Godzilla universe and King Kong universe. I'm trying to weave together a bunch of different storylines we've already seen. I'm going to be using music we've already heard, sound effects we've already heard, ideas we've already seen, but I'm going to do it, fit it into my own vision I have in my head. And, Godzilla, I swear, Godzilla will get a lot of character development. A lot of character development. And I want to be taking cues of GVK where Kong starts to be able to have more of himself. Like, more chunks of the movie to himself. And he's able to carry this, like, you know, he's able to carry his own movie. Godzilla King of the Monster with those trash film filters. Dude, I swear to God, man. They fucking rendered the final cut in, like, on Instagram or something, you know? 1 minute increments. Do you think Kong could possibly defeat Mechagodzilla on his own? No. No. You know, I notice a lot of people always hit me with those, do you think Kong can do this on his own? Kong can do this on his own? To which I say no. Not really. I get, like, I'm a Kong fanboy and stuff, but I'm a Godzilla fanboy as well, but you gotta be realistic with some things. This Mechagodzilla is straight up the most powerful Titan we have ever seen in the Monsterverse, especially against the powered up Ghidorah, dude. If this is base Mechagodzilla, imagine a powered up Mechagodzilla. I mean, you could argue base Mechagodzilla is not using Hollow Earth energy, but it doesn't matter. It's still, that was just to power Mechagodzilla up to the point where he's actually able to fully, you know, activate and not die at 40% power. So this Mechagodzilla is the most powerful, then Godzilla, and then Kong, and then all other monsters are below that. Let's have a look at some porn, huh? Godzilla Dominion. I'm trying to find the new images that were released, and one source I love is Wikizilla, because I get they're a fan site, but they have the most accurate sources, and you know, just a bunch of like good. I love what. Look at me trying to like fucking string together a sentence of words to try and make it seem like an actual sentence. I like what how they handle their websites. It's really easy to navigate and stuff. All right, we're here in Godzilla Dominion. Let's hopefully. Oh, they didn't upload like all the previews and the references and the shit, the shit. Well, sorry about that, guys. Who's gonna win in your Godzilla vs. Kong? If you've seen my How I Would Do series, those are like the basic outlines of these films. I had to do it. I had to release it because the ideas were so good. I just wanted to get them out there because I wanted to already like I wanted people to like witness those ideas because those are really good. But in that one, I have Kong lose to Godzilla, but I have him stand a very, very big chance. This Kong is not going to be a pushover, and he's not going to instantly get wrecked. It's going to be much more devastating, I would say. Yeah. You say useless. Kong stabs Godzilla's thigh. Imagine if Kong stabbed him in the eyes. That's the problem, is it was useless. It stabbed him in the leg, but he straight up went for a headshot, and it did nothing. I think the energy was discharged before that, and he didn't even get to land a headshot, but even if he did, I doubt it would have done a lot. It should have decapitated him, but it didn't. It should have done something like that. Yeah, there's a shot of Godzilla in Hong Kong, and the colors made Godzilla look green. Yeah, I saw a lot of Godzilla 2000 vibes right there. Yeah. So that was very cool. Wait, you said Mechagodzilla, then Kong. What about Ghidorah? So, if I had a tier ride, let me get out of desktop view, huh? If I had to place them into tiers, I would have Mechagodzilla up here. I don't like tiers and like these like smash tiers and stuff, but I would have Mechagodzilla up here, Godzilla right here, Kong right here, and then I would probably have, in terms of base forms, Muto Prime and Ghidorah be equal to each other, you know? Actually, I would have Muto Prime be somewhat more powerful than Ghidorah because he's got the Sonic Screech that would devastate Ghidorah, you know? Because if Ghidorah's attack didn't, like, break Godzilla's dorsal plates, but Muto Prime's did through a Sonic Screech, then imagine what Muto Prime would be able to do to Ghidorah. And then I would have a bunch of other Titans underneath. But yeah. I feel like Ghidorah should have been a pure rival, still stronger than Godzilla. Yeah. Kong should have took Godzilla's head or pierced through the head with the axe plot armor. Yeah. I agree with that. I want to try something, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go on Roblox very quickly. Because I literally run Roblox. This is straight up my area. Ignore the Arab games I was playing. Roblox Islands. Dude, so there was a Godzilla vs. Kong update going on. And I don't even know what this is, but let's find out. I just saw like a clip of it. I want to check my shitty stream to see if... That's so weird. Guys, I've never done this where I seem like some kind of gamer. Like, that's really freaking crazy. I'll answer comments. Welcome to your island. In islands you can build... blah, 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 blah. You can build... How to use your axe. Okay, so this is supposed to be much like a actual Godzilla vs. Kong. And, yeah, I see. Start learning how to select it by using your hop. What axe? Oh, this game sucks. I just want to see King Kong. Was that ear rape? That was ear rape, dude. Wait, no, it wasn't my desktop. Was it? Let's find out, huh? Roblog. Wait, what? If I turn down 20, you think that's gonna do anything? Ew, that's gross. Alright guys, I think we're done. I think it's over. I think maybe Godzilla's axe didn't cut off Godzilla's head because the explosion occurred. No. I guess I'm hoping I don't get the stream sniped. But let me show you guys very quickly what. All right. Hopefully this is at desktop audio 25. All right. Oh, dude, I just realized I'm playing the copyright footage. I gotta like go frame by frame. So he says, I lost it. I only have one. Yeah. Okay, axe explosion. Okay, so if you look at the axe explosion scene, here we go. Look, let's go frame by frame here. Boom, 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 boom. It looks like it discharges right before it. And maybe he's actually hitting Godzilla, but I don't know. It's like this explosion sends Kong flying a lot more. Like, look at this. Kong boom, boom, boom. Then we got Godzilla, who's just kind of you can credit that to the weight discrepancy between the two, but I don't know. Do you think Adam would have done Ghidorah justice? No. Probably, I would say. Maybe. But I don't really know if Adam's that good of a director or not. I like what he did with GVK. I don't know about it. I know his other movies have a bunch of like flack for it, but I can't really tell. Would you like to see more Monsterverse movies from Adam Wingard? Yeah. Why not? I think he's better than Michael Dougherty. I think Gareth Edwards had a lot of potential, but he just didn't have he didn't have a good writing team, I'd say, because the characters were really bad. They were boring, and his actors weren't that good either. He dealt the hands he was given, and the hand he was given was not really that good. You think Kong could defeat Godzilla without the axe? Oh, it's my baby Tara. What's up, baby? You think Kong could defeat Godzilla without the axe? Not really. Maybe. He can't defeat Godzilla with the axe. I don't think he can without it. Yeah, Night Hunter, I'm still streaming. I'm actually about to end it right now. What were your thoughts on King of the Monsters as a Showa movie? That would not be a Showa movie. Not a single Showa movie would portray nuclear weaponry in a positive light, ever. So, I would not... It's not even a Showa movie. People are going to say, it's a Showa movie, dude. It's unapologetically a Showa movie. It is not. Definitely not. Do you like the way Kong was portrayed in the Monsterverse? Does it say Monsterverse? I literally just lost the comment. Do you think... like the way Kong was portrayed in the movie? Nah, not really. I'm just kidding. No, I like how he was portrayed. I'm going to lower my volume down just a little bit for you guys. Apparently I was ear raping everybody, but it didn't sound like it was before. Gareth Edwards had a lot of potential, but I feel like he should have worked more on Godzilla 2014. Yeah. He was a master visual effect director. He just did not have good characters. He did not have good character writers. He did not have good story writers. Yeah, so GVK. Oh, you lost me there. My Monsterverse ratings. 1 GVK. I would say 2 Kong Skull Island. 3 G14. 4 King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters is like a... I would actually put 5, 6, 7, and then King of the Monsters. Those movies, like 5, 6, and 7 is filled with like nothing. Yeah, I like Godzilla like being vicious, and dude, Kong pissed Godzilla off. I don't know what pissed him off so badly, but he did. So good. What do you think of Michael Dougherty if he made another kaiju movie? He should keep his grubby ass hands away from Godzilla. Like at this point, he tried so hard to just put everything into a Godzilla movie that he was so preoccupied with whether or not he could. He didn't stop and think if he should. Yeah. Almost done here, fellas. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this stream. Yeah, no, there was like arguing in the background earlier. That's because I was like y'all need to shut up. Kong using weapons is an advantage. Yeah, the Kong anime. I hope we get to see like Camazotz teased in that. But I think Camazotz deserves somewhat of a film appearance. And I like Godzilla. People kept complaining Godzilla's like Jaws. I like that he was like Jaws. He deserved to be like Jaws because Jaws is not only really awesome, but the suspense and like the fear and the anticipation and the build-up that starts to form when you tease him through his spines breaking the surface of the water. That's awesome. That's something that Godzilla should always be able to use, or something Godzilla should always have like had. Hiring Dougherty was definitely a mistake, for sure. And I think they will continue the Monsterverse. Yeah, guys, okay. I think that's it. Say bye to Kong. Bye. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this, like, stream. I'm sorry it was such a nightmare. There was just really my first stream ever, and I'm using this new program and stuff. But yeah, guys. Let me know your thoughts on GVK. I know this was, like, a long-ass live stream, like, a couple hours. Live streaming is fun. I will live stream more often. I will nail down how to stop stream lag. And yeah, guys, just give me some of your thoughts on GVK. I will have the non-spoiler review come out and then a spoiler review. I'll sum up basically everything I said in this little live stream. And yeah, I have a lot more plans for the channel, so just stay tuned. And I know I haven't been that active, but I will be more active in the following days, weeks, months, years. And yeah, guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys shortly. So have a good one. Bye. I'll wait for you all to leave the live stream. I will be the last to leave. No, I'm kidding. I will leave very shortly. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye everyone. Bye Kong fan. Bye everybody.